Welcome to the Insurance Agents and Brokers Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the audio version of Coverage Corner. Coverage Corner is a monthly column in IA&B's primary agent magazine. The December 2024 column is entitled, Property Damage to Rented Premises, Logic in Language and Forms and Facts by Bill Wilson. 'Tis the season to rent premises for a holiday party. So, if one of your personal lines insureds rents premises for a holiday party and asks you if their homeowner's insurance covers them if they're sued for something, what do you tell them? Here we'll focus on the two most common broad categories of losses, bodily injury, BI, and property damage, PD. Homeowners may occasionally rent premises for some sort of social event at any time during the year. It could be a room at a restaurant or bowling alley for a birthday party, a condo association clubhouse for a Halloween party, a wedding facility for a wedding, a mountain chalet for an anniversary weekend, or just a hotel room on vacation trip. The issue for the purpose of this column is, what if something happens to damage the rented premises and the premises owner or management wants to hold the renter responsible? Will that person's homeowner's policy respond to such a claim or suit? Well, of course, given that insurance is not a commodity and no two homeowners' policies are identical, it depends on the policy. But for the sake of discussion, let's consider the current edition of an ISO HO 0003 policy. For this and other policies, always remember to RTFP, for which the clean version is read the full policy. Is there an exclusion that applies? Is there an exception to the exclusion that effectively grants coverage? Is there more than one exclusion, an exception, that might apply? The bad news is that the ISO HO policy in question indeed does have an exclusion for bodily injury and property damage arising out of a premises, rented to an insured. That is not an insured location. But note that the exclusion doesn't apply if the premises is an insured location. Is it? The good news is that the definition of insured location includes any part of a premises occasionally rented to an insured for other than business use. Presuming the purpose of the rental is not business-related and the premises isn't rented more than occasionally, whatever that means, then the homeowner's liability for both BI and PD is not excluded by this policy provision. However, that doesn't mean there can't be an issue with another provision in the policy. And indeed, there is in the form of another PD-specific liability exclusion that says, property damage to property rented to, occupied or used by or in the care of an insured. This exclusion does not apply to property damage caused by fire, smoke, or explosion. So, while there is not a specific exclusion for liability for bodily injury for most claims, there's clearly an exclusion for property damage to the rented premises. However, the exclusion doesn't apply if the property damage is caused by fire, smoke, or explosion. Unfortunately, there are many ways to damage property that don't involve burning it down or blowing it up. So, unless the insured is willing to take their chances on no damage occurring, the purchase of something like a special events policy might be in order. Of course, if someone other than the insured in question is legally liable for the loss, perhaps their HO policy would respond. But reliance on someone else's insurance is not a sound risk management practice. Happy holidays. Written by Bill Wilson, CPCU, RM, AIM. AM is the founder and CEO of InsuranceCommentary.com and the author of 6 books, including When Words Collide, Resolving Insurance Coverage, and Claims Disputes, the highest-rated insurance book on Amazon, and according to Book Authority, the #1 insurance book of all time. He can be reached at bill@InsuranceCommentary.com. Thank you for listening.
Insurance Agents and Brokers is the premier resource and champion for independent insurance agencies in Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Delaware. For more information, visit iab4me.com.